Hi everyone, this is Victoria Bowler from We Are the Music Makers, and today we are talking about my favorite songs for teaching So and Me. The process of choosing songs for your music classroom is so important because your songs are your curriculum. As we choose our songs for So and Me, we're going to need songs that are high quality, that are engaging to students, and that we can use to learn a lot. So let's jump right in. Okay, the first song is Apple Tree. Now, if you're not familiar with the song Apple Tree already, you are in for a real treat. I don't know of a single music teacher or a single student who does not love this song. I use Apple Tree with kindergarten and first grade and even second and third grade because it has so many musical uses. But for today, we'll talk about it in relation to So and Me. To play the game to Apple Tree, students are going to stand in a circle and they're going to walk, keeping a steady beat in their feet while they sing the song. While they're walking, there are two students who have their hands above their heads and they are making the tree while all the other students walk underneath. So this is the apple tree, and then the apples walk underneath. Now the part of the song that says, "I won't cry and I won't shout if your apples knock me out." On the word out, the arms of the apple tree come down, and whichever student they've captured in their apple tree becomes out. At this point, there are a couple different ways to play the game. For So and Me, I like to play where whoever is the caught apple becomes a new tree with the teacher. And so now, instead of just one apple tree, you have two apple trees, and the game continues until there are more apple trees catching more apples, creating more apple trees catching more apples, and so on, until there is only one student left, and that student is the winner. So besides So and Me, Apple Tree is awesome for teaching rhythm versus beat, for teaching quarter notes and eighth notes, for teaching law, and for teaching do. So you can recycle this song and use it in a lot of different ways. Another song I like to use for So and Me is called Bell Horses, and I always pair this with the rhyme My Little Pony from the Orff Schulwerk volumes. So the traditional game to this song has one horse and one driver, and the students are seated in a circle and they sing the song Bell Horses, while the horse has a scarf wrapped around his or her waist, and there's a driver, and the two are prancing around the circle while the class sings the song. I don't use this game. I found that when I played this game, I was more stressed about student safety. I didn't really like the idea of one student being tied to the other while they were trying to prance around as one unit. It just kind of stressed me out. I do a different variation of this game. I ask my students to walk around in open space while they sing the song. And while they are singing, it's really important to me that they're keeping a steady beat. And then once we're done with the song, we go straight into the rhyme, My Little Pony. And the students love this pairing. They like that it's a game. They like that they have some say in how many clicks they give with the rhythm stick. They really like it. You can also use Bell Horses for teaching things like, again, rhythm versus beat. It has a quarter rest in it. It has law in it. I use it for teaching movement in free space. And then it also works really nice for teaching unpitched percussion instruments because I use that when I pair it with the rhyme My Little Pony. The third song is Bernie Bee. So yes, it's called Bernie Bee, but the song Bernie Bee is actually about a ladybug. It's an old English term, but your students don't care either way and they love this song. Now, I'm not aware of any game that goes with Bernie Bee. If you are, I'd love to hear it. For this song, really similar to Bell Horses, my students just kind of fly around in open space, and by the time we're done singing the song, they all need to be back to the hive. That is, they all need to be back to their spots in music. Also similar to Bell Horses, after we're done with Bernie Bee, we go into the rhyme Bee, Bee, Bumblebee. You can also use Bernie Bee for a lot of other musical uses, such as rhythm versus beat, ta and toddy. It has la, and it also has a really even 2-bar phrase. The fourth song is Doggy, Doggy, Where's Your Bone? So this is another classic in the music room. If you're not aware of this song already, your students are really going to like it, especially in the ages from kindergarten to first grade. To play the game, one student needs to turn around so that they cannot see their peers, and then another student is given a dog bone secretly. All the students are going to sing the main part of the song, but when it gets to the part that says, Who stole my bone?, the student whose back is turned to the class will sing that. And the student who has the bone will answer, I stole your bone. And then the student who is not seeing the class, the student who is it, will turn around and has to guess whose voice they heard in the class. The guessing game part of this song is a real hit. Of course, this song is good for So and Me, and your students will like to use it for So and Me, but you can also use it for rhythm versus beat. You can use it for Ta and Toddy. You can use it for La, and you can use it for a really, really awesome singing assessment. Okay, those are 4 songs that I like to use for teaching So and Me, but obviously there are a lot more out there. And when I come across songs that I like, I collect them in my sheet music library. This is a free resource that I've created for myself and shared with other music teachers. Everything in there is completely free, and I'll leave the link to access it down below. I hope you have an amazing teaching week. Let me know some of your favorite songs for teaching So and Me.